I am here at my midwife's office for my 2-week checkup. It's really been, how many days postpartum? 16 days postpartum. The baby's in the back. Last night was like our worst night. He's been really, really good, but last night was rough, so a little tired today. So I just put on a little makeup. It's like the first time in a while. My mother-in-law is watching my toddler, so we have a little bit of time here. I figured I might film this. So I will find out my weight when I go in here, but with my first son, by the time I had my 2-week checkup, which was probably like 14, 16 days out, I had lost 20 pounds. I don't think I've lost as much this time, definitely much less. I'm still having horrible night sweats, just sweating like crazy. I've been super hot, even though the AC is set on 74. And then, of course, you know, you're drenched and the night sweat stops, and then the AC kicks on and it blows on you and you feel cold. But for the most part, I'm feeling hot in the night. I also don't think the night sweats are as bad. Last time they seemed to be worse, or maybe I just have a new perception of what they are. Also, this time I didn't swell. Last time at this point I had already swollen and gone down, like my ankles and like my hands and my face. Everything was really puffy. I don't know if it's because my IV fell out when I was pushing, and I didn't have it as long as I had my IV in last time, so I don't know if it was like the fluids. Let's see. Yeah, I can drive again. She didn't want me driving for like a week to 2 weeks because of the episiotomy and the stitches, but I'm driving again. I feel like I have some freedom, so that's nice, and I feel fine. About halfway through this last week, I stopped using the Dermablast and the squirt bottle every time I had to pee and go to the bathroom. And I'm also down to just using a panty liner. That happened in the last couple days. Sometimes I still need to use a pad like at night and stuff, but mostly just using panty liner. So that's good. The bleeding is way, way, way down. That's nice. I also did his newborn photos. So I had someone come to the house and she was really affordable, so the pictures probably are not going to be as good as when I had my son and I took him to like a really proper studio and got really nice expensive pictures done, but the difference was like $150 versus $350, so I'd rather just save the money. So we'll see, maybe they'll be good. I don't know. She gave me a sneak peek and I wasn't that impressed, so we'll see. Nolan's circumcision, I feel like it's 100% healed now. I'm still not wiping the tip of his penis with the baby wipes. He's back there. Because there's alcohol in them, so I've been just using a washcloth, but I haven't even given him his first bath yet, and I think it's time. He's been having just like baths where I wet the washcloth and wipe him, but we are smelling like milk every morning, because I am like co-sleeping with him and nursing him in the bed with a nipple shield, and the nipple shield gets knocked off, so the milk goes everywhere. Then he suckles all night and doesn't really eat, so it just drips out of his mouth and the nipple shield onto the bed. Last night I had to change his outfit once. Multiple times I had to change. I'll leave a receiving blanket under us. They say the milk isn't supposed to smell or anything, but I don't know. It smells like, I don't know. I don't love the smell of it, and I feel like it does make your bed kind of gross, and you feel gross and sticky, and the baby's gross and sticky in the morning. So I'm not loving that, but I mean, the other option is he doesn't really want to sleep in his bassinet by himself, so I have to keep getting up and getting him every like 45 minutes, so then nobody gets any sleep, and then I have to function in the day, you know, with the toddler, even though I still have help. I still have only gone like an hour or two here and there by myself with two. Not even, like an hour max. Let's see. Oh my gosh, twice at the beginning of the week I had diarrhea, and it was horrible when you have stitches down there. It was horrible. Luckily it went away, and it went away fast, and I think my stitches are mostly healed now, but man, it did make me bleed more, and it was just very uncomfortable. I still have not pumped. I'm not pumping at all. I hate pumping. I don't want to pump. I haven't even got my free pump for my insurance because I still have my old pump, which I haven't even taken out of a closet yet. So if I can avoid pumping, I'm going to. Yeah, my nipples are still sore, so I am still using that nipple shield. I would like to ditch the nipple shield. My son, I couldn't get rid of it. I could not wean him off of it. It took me until he was like 4 months old, 3 or 4 months old, maybe even older. I can't remember, but I'm probably gonna have to wean this one off because he likes the hardness of the nipple shield versus like a soft nipple going in his mouth. And plus, I think the way the nipple shield is shaped, it's just easy to latch onto. It's so big compared to like a nipple. I don't know. It just seems so much easier for them. Let's see. I had his 2-week checkup and he had gunk in his eye and it kept sealing closed. So he had me take a warm washcloth and rub it towards his tear duct. Just gently massage it, and it seemed to clear it up because we were having to, his eyes was shut, sealed shut like 2 or 3 times a day. So that wasn't too fun. The emotional part of this, the thing that's making me cry the most is when I'm like holding, the newborn and nursing him and looking at my older son who wants my love and attention and to play. And it has been the hardest thing. My entire pregnancy, I thought it would be so fun to have him so close in age. And I really never thought about it being sad that like my time with Austin as the only child is done. And I never thought of it as sad. I only thought of it as like joyous and happy, and this is going to be wonderful, and he's going to have a brother and a sibling, and there'd be 2 of them. And I only thought of it as an addition. I never really thought about the hard part of it, and it sucks. Yeah, it definitely is the thing that makes me cry. It can make me cry right now. And I just feel really guilty and really bad that I can't give him 100% of my love, affection, attention, and he's just so used to being such a little mama's boy hanging out with me nonstop, all day long until dad gets home, and then I'm chopped liver. But it's just hard. It's harder than I thought it would be. And I've heard other parents talk about this, and I don't think I just didn't pay them any mind. And now I'm like, oh, wow, I get it. They were right to be fearful of this. I wish I had thought about it a little more. But, what's done is done, and we'll get through it. And he won't even remember this time in his life. He's 1.5. So, or, he's 21 months. So it is what it is. But boy, is it difficult. And boy, can it make me cry. Ugh. The other thing is his nails need to be cut. Ugh, I hate cutting little baby nails. I have a nail file though, so I think I'm going to try that later when he's nursing. But I'm going to go into this appointment and see what my midwife has to say, and I will check back with you. Bye. So the midwife appointment went really, really well. I'm at Chick-fil-A now getting some lunch, but I lost 13 pounds. So I was 183 at my last appointment with them, and I was 170 just now. So 13 pounds. Ugh. Last time I lost 20 pounds with my son by the time I went in. So that kind of stinks. I got some work ahead of me. Basically, she just talked about birth control and gave me a prescription for the mini pill, and we talked about breastfeeding and my moods and my light bleeding. And then I told her that I was crying over Austin, and she said it'll fade, and it's my hormones. And so that was it. It was a really good meeting. I really love my midwife. But okay, I think I'm pulling up to order my Chick-fil-A now. I will catch up with you guys probably at like 3 or 4 weeks postpartum. Bye. Okay, so here's my setup. The bed. That's my side with no sheets or blankets or pillows. Here is my old bassinet that I used. This was the bassinet part. You can hear the baby hiccuping. He's basically been sleeping with me. But here I've been putting out the soft blankets and towels. A towel because I change his diaper in the night on the bed. And I like to lay down a towel. I have a bunch of receiving blankets. I have these little dress things that have the mittens on the end, and then it's just a dress on the bottom, so it opens up so you can change their diaper without having to clasp a onesie. I've got some simple washcloths, some Vaseline for his circumcision, and now I'm just using it as diaper cream. Wipes, his newborn diapers, a bunch of onesies, and the dreaded nursing pads that I used for 9 months last time because I leaked the entire time I nursed. So I'm sure I'll be doing that again. My nightstand Here, I had his circumcision gauze, and at night I just have water, a receiving blanket, and I like to have a washcloth because I put my nipple shield on that so I can always find it. I always try to put it back there. I don't always remember, but if I leave it in the bed, it gets lost. But that's kind of the setup. Here was the idea that he would sleep in this, and it hasn't really happened that way. He will do like 1 3-hour spurt in it, usually a day, whether it be a nap or in the night, but that is all he wants to do. 1 spurt, not 2. If I try to do the second one, he really throws a fit.